James Pomfret in Xi'an. James?
Thanks, Diana. The delegation spent today visiting two of Xi'an's key growth industries, agriculture and high technology, both of which enjoy a fairly solid reputation in Western China. Whilst these industries may not be amongst Hong Kong's core strengths, Chief Secretary Donald Tsang still thinks there's plenty of scope for partnerships. Delegates visited the Yangling high-tech agricultural industry zone today. Irrigation systems and agricultural research may not be on the radar for most Hong Kong businesses, but there was certainly interest today in this mountain goat called Yang Yang, China's first live cloned goat. Scientists here are banking on the cutting-edge biotechnology that created Yang Yang to enhance the value of livestock and crops, but they'll need cash and lots of it. The synergy may not be apparent, but Donald Tsang believes such industries would marry well with Hong Kong management know-how.
As far as agriculture is concerned, I can see Hong Kong businessmen can contribute a lot in terms of quality control, production efficiency, marketing, syndication of funding, and as well as flotation of whatever is necessary in the Hong Kong markets. All this, I think, requires expertise, and such expertise is available in Hong Kong.
We should take a good look at CCI. I think they have a lot of high-tech, especially biotech area. I think they are pretty advanced.
Low impressed enough to say he'll come back next week to sign a memorandum of understanding with Shanxi authorities to develop a hepatitis vaccine. Deals like these are exactly what Shanxi Governor Cheng Andong's after. He admits red tape's still an obstacle to investment, but he says policies will be changed later this year to make things simpler. Some other delegates visited Xi'an's high-tech development zone. Sun Hung Kai Properties representative Thomas Kwok saying he'll consider using software developed in Xi'an to power intelligent buildings in Hong Kong. Now, the delegation flies off to Beijing tomorrow, where they'll meet up with senior Chinese leaders. That's all from me here in Xi'an. It's over to Amy Orr, who's standing by in Guilin in Guangxi Province as part of our ongoing Go West series. Amy?
Thank you, James. Now, tourism is one of the major sources of revenue for Guangxi, and behind me is one of the landmarks in Guilin, the Elephant Trunk Hill. It resembles an elephant dipping its snout into the river. In fact, apart from hills of various shapes, Guangxi also has another famous sightseeing spot, and that is Beihai, a 7-hour drive from here. Not only is the place one of the 12 key resorts in China, it's also the only place with a seaport among the 12 western provinces.
Every day, a fresh supply of seafood arrives at markets in Guangxi's Beihai. They're not brought in from coastal cities. Instead, they're caught from the waters just off Beihai.
Among the 12 provinces and regions to be developed under the central government's Go West plan, the Guangxi-Zhuang Autonomous Region is the only one with a port. Every day, seafood caught here not only will be sold to other parts of China, but also as far as Japan.
Fishermen here hope developments in the region can narrow the gap between the wealth of the East and the West. Government officials shared that view.
最近呢，广东有一些产业也在逐步的向广西转移，比如说一些劳动密集型的产业。我们总归嘛，劳动力还是比较便宜。
With an area of 240,000 square kilometers, Guangxi has a population of 47 million. Its GDP comes second among the 12 western provinces and regions, just after Sichuan. Over 30% of the population belongs to the Zhuang tribe, giving Guangxi the distinction of having the largest minority in the nation. And because of its geographical location in China, it once wasn't included in the central government's Go West plan. Only recently has Guangxi, together with Inner Mongolia, been included in the plan.
Now, the southwestern part of Guangxi borders Vietnam. In the past, when Sino-Vietnamese relations worsened, that area had been a major battlefield. But now, as diplomatic ties strengthened, it has become an important post for cross-border trade.
China and Vietnam are just divided by a river. Every day, 5,000 travelers from both sides of the border cross this bridge, making it the busiest checkpoint along the two countries' frontier. It was a different picture here in 1979, when China was at war with Vietnam. Vietnamese forces bombed the old bridge here. It wasn't until 14 years later that Sino-Vietnamese relations normalized and a new bridge was built. Landmines planted in the river were cleared in 1995. Now ferries transport goods and passengers.
自從嗰隻實行紅管調控95年以後呢，可能邊貿有到滑坡，但係每年仲係現在佔整個地方財政收入係提供嘅稅費方面，大約佔40%。
Every day, Vietnamese merchants enter China to buy all sorts of goods, from aluminium cans to cloth. And Vietnamese women come here to do manual labor, working hard to earn only 20 yuan a day. This Vietnamese man had lived at Hong Kong's Whitehead refugee camp for 6 years. After his repatriation, he settled in Guangxi, earning a living translating for Vietnamese merchants.
如果喺南營咧攞人後，如果係個個都係咁樣，你自己可以發揮得嚟㗎，自己就咁樣，一樣係應求得㗎啦。如果喺度你自己發揮得，你就自己可以噏聲；如果你唔得嘅，人哋踩落嚟咯。
Guangxi is one of the 12 provinces to be developed under the central government's Go West plan. It will receive more state subsidies to help build roads and better its education system.
The local residents say permanent cross-border peace is what they desire most.
Now, construction is underway for a highway linking the provincial capital Nanning and the border city of Pingxiang. With its completion, it's expected that cross-border trade will be further strengthened. And tomorrow we're going to have a look at the government's efforts in cleaning up the Lijiang, this river here which links Guilin with another famous sightseeing spot, Yangshuo. That's all for me here. It's back to you in the newsroom.